Hey guys, what's up? I feel out of shape now because I haven't filmed in about a week and a half. That's kind of what this update is about, kind of a little mini life update. I haven't done a life update video much because I guess I don't know, I don't talk about my life that much, and I'd like to kind of change that. One thing that's become very apparent to me this week is that YouTube has really helped me through kind of, I wouldn't say like a difficult time, but it's been a rough year, I guess, mentally for me, and I decided to seek help. So, and I'm trying to get rid of the stigma or the shame that goes along with anxiety problems. I would say that I have generalized anxiety with some social anxiety mixed in there, and this year it was a little bit unmanageable. And so my anxiety and depression were spiraling, and normally I get a break in between, but it just seemed like it was anxiety, depression, and it was just spiraling, and I felt like I was swimming against a current, and I couldn't breathe, and I was tired all the time. It kind of made me think, when I was trying to explain it to my boyfriend, was like the tense sim. If you guys play The Sims, like The Sims 4, when they're really tense, that's exactly the only way I could describe. I was just tense, my neck was sore, I was sleeping well because my anxiety was spiraling me so much, but by the end of the day I was exhausted and I would pass out. But I was always feeling tired, and I think I just woke up one day and I was tired of it. And I think and I've never been on medication. I think I was raised to kind of think like, oh, you'll just tough it out. Everyone has problems. And then, of course, they like to tell you, like, oh, well, you could be a starving child in Africa. Your problems are so small. And I think I just kind of pushed through things. But then talking to a few of my friends and realizing that they're also on anti-anxiety medication, and it greatly improved their life. So I started to kind of think about it, but then making that doctor's appointment is a whole other thing. And I stalled that for a while. And then I finally did, and I felt relieved. And then I talked to my doctor about it, and I'm telling you, it was so easy to get freaking pills for some reason. I just said, I just feel really stressed, and she's like, I'm gonna write you a prescription. Like, it was literally that easy. Not that I'm like condoning that that's very easy, but and she just told me, like, it's no big deal. Like, so many people are on it, it's fine. And that made me feel a little bit better. And then I think whenever I filled the prescription, I was super nervous. So, and I have a very low dose. I don't know how comfortable I am talking about the exact everything just yet, because it's still so new to me, and I still feel a little, not defeated or shame per se, but I mean, it's like, I'm getting over things. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I know people will look, I'll look at myself a year from now and say, what was I so scared about? But I'll open up the more, I think I am experiencing with it. But that first day was really, really hard. I had every symptom imaginable. I was nauseous all day. I couldn't go. I had to leave early from work. I was shaky. I felt like I was on a drug. And then I started going into depression because I was like, what did I get myself into? The next day I was super nervous, and then someone gave me kind of the advice to take it before bed, since I experienced such bad symptoms, and that really changed everything for me, just taking it before bed. I think eventually I'll take it at the beginning of the day, but right now taking it before bed at least gives me peace of mind, and I feel like every single day my anxiety kind of lessens and I'm not as tense. I've only been taking it for about a week. I think today is exactly a week since I started, and I feel like the reason why I didn't film was because I felt until today, and like yesterday and today, I'm starting to feel a little bit more normal, but up until then I felt like I was on a drug, and I was terrified to film and post something in that state of mind because I didn't know how it would come across. I knew that I was talking slower. I could develop sentences and I was fine. I felt like I was in kind of a dream. That made me nervous, but now I don't feel that way, which is really great. I think I had the realization last night. I was in bed. I wake up a lot during the night and I'm wide awake. It's not per se insomnia because I can get myself back to sleep, but I do notice myself waking up a lot more, being awake. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning, and I've been watching Orange is the New Black nonstop, and I just finished it. I woke up at 4 a.m. completely awake, and I thought about almost finishing the last 2 episodes and then go to work. But then I have an event. I'm going to a friend's house tonight for a dinner party, and I didn't want to be completely exhausted, and I talked myself back into going to sleep. But that's the only thing I've noticed recently, is that I do wake up a lot in the middle of the night. But I don't feel super, super tired. I feel a normal amount of tired. It's more I feel relieved, because I realized last night on my way to going to sleep, when I'm laying down, I normally kind of replay some things and I spiral. That's kind of how I explain it, is like I think about one scenario and then I think about, oh, I wish this, and then I spiral into other topics, and I just sit there and I have voices in my head just kind of like spiraling. I noticed that it almost, like, I would think of a topic and then my brain would stop it. And then I almost like tested it, and I would think of something and then I wouldn't remember what I was thinking about, and then I wouldn't be thinking about, I'd be listening to the music that I have playing, which was really like, it was a huge relief, because I feel like it's actually working and I feel a lot more calm. So, I mean, I can give you an update later, and I don't know how I'm going to feel about posting this video, but I kind of want to be an open book, because this past week all I've been doing is watching YouTube videos about people going through the same experience as I am, and we're experiencing all the same symptoms, experience all the same things. And I can't tell you how much that meant to me, that I wasn't alone. My first day was miserable, and a lot of other people's first day was miserable. We were all thinking the same thing of, what did I get myself into? And I was getting really emotional, thinking like, I'm not alone. Like, I'm not the only person that's going through the same thing. So that's kind of why I wanted to post this, because this is the point of my channel, is I want to be an open book and be here for advice, and I want you guys to know who I am as a real person, and I want this channel to be real. I want it to be me, and I don't want to be scared to say things. I don't want to be scared to be who I am. I want to be exactly who I am, and I want to be there to help people, and that's why I kind of want to be an open book and be honest as much as I can right now in how I'm feeling, because I still have only been on this for a week, and I've never been on any sort of medication before. So this world is very new to me. So like I said, a year from now, I may not be the same way and be way more open. Do I plan on taking this forever? I don't know. No. I just know this year, for some reason, I don't know whether it was the like everything politically going on in my country, which does make me spiral and make me really depressed, because we have a lot of people in power that, to the appearance, don't seem to care about the American people. And even though everything that they're passing doesn't affect me as, like, you know, a lower middle class white girl, most of this stuff doesn't affect me as a person, but you have to think about other people, and I'm proud that my tax dollars go towards people that aren't as fortunate as I am, and I want to get involved more, and I want to be more involved in that community. And I think when things are said and actions are made, it just really disheartens me, and it makes me think that this is not what my country stands for. But I know that the people of America are not the majority that thinks what some of our higher people think. I'm trying to be as vague as possible because I don't want to piss anybody off. But it has made me depressed. It's made me really upset. And I think it's made a lot of people upset in my country. Obviously, I live in America. I don't know if you can tell by my American accent, but it's been a tough time, and I know that other countries are going kind of through the same. It's an interesting time right now, but it's actually pretty hopeful because of the reaction that we're getting in our country, and other countries have also been. And I think more people are getting involved in politics, and more people are caring, and it's really about the little elections. You know, you can go out and vote for the president. That's great and dandy, but we also need to be out there voting for the smaller elections. And I think that has ignited people in being more serious about, you know, how we have a democracy, and we can be a part of our democracy, which is kind of exciting. So I think I have hope, and really it's just another 3.5 years. They can make some damage, but I really have faith in our American people. And I hope that with every generation we have more empathetic children and we have more empathetic people. I have a lot of hope within my generation, and yeah. So I think it could just be I think the more you grow, the more, my hormones are at play, and that could be it. And the climate of my country kind of spiraled me out a little bit, but I feel so much better and so much more relieved now that I've taken the step towards getting help, and I'm just a lot happier. Like the past few days, my neck hasn't been as sore. I just feel a lot happier. So I can be who I really want to be, because before I was really nervous to make all these plans with my friends because I was so exhausted all the time. And now I'm actually making tons of plans with my friends, and I feel myself again. I think that's the point. I felt like it was controlling me, and I needed to take back control. But I'm planning on having some more videos out now that I'm in the right space. I've read so many books this month, so I'm super happy and proud of myself. These books have really brought me out and really brought me a lot of joy this month. How cheesy does that sound? But everything that I've been reading so far has really lifted my spirits, and I'm really happy right now. I don't know if you can, but so hopefully I stay on this happy train. That has been a life update for me, and I hope that that's not the last. I want you guys to get to know me more, because I want to be an open book. I want to be there for people, and because we have to be there for each other. Leave me any comments down below. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. I will see you in the next one. Spiral.